Hello YouTubers, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to my channel. This channel is called Stocks, Sports, and Stupid Shit, and each day I post a different video about one stock, one sports team or a sports athlete, and also some stupid shit that's going on in the news. So let's get into this today, shall we? For my stock that I will be discussing, it's going to be Apple. So Apple is a very easy business to understand. Most people that are probably watching this are using an Apple device. Apple has a very simple business model. They sell smartphones, laptops, TV screens. They own Dre Beats. You go into a mall and you see the Apple store and all the middle schoolers, taking selfies on the phone, saving as the background. That's Apple. And the reason why we're going to be talking about Apple today is because they have earnings coming up on May 1st. And that's a big deal because Apple is such a big company that how those earnings go will impact the entire market that day. I guarantee you, if those earnings are bad and let's say Apple misses numbers, the market will go down. But if Apple makes numbers and beats expectations, not only will Apple stock go up, but the whole market stock will probably be green for the day because Apple is such a big player in the market. So when Apple, they're the number one most profitable company in the world. Number one most profitable company. And basically what happened is, let's talk about last week. So last week Apple saw a 5.12% decrease in its stock. Now, what caused that decrease is analysts came out and they said, oh, iPhone X's sales are down. Which we don't really know. The numbers have not been, they're not out there yet. We don't know if the sales are down. But basically some articles came out and they said that iPhone X sales are declining and that numbers aren't going to be meeting expectations. So the stock took a big hit. It went from highs of 179 to lows of 163. So it ended on Friday at 163. And one thing I want to mention about Apple is whenever Apple comes out with a new iPhone or a product, there's always a point where there's an analyst that says, oh, Apple's not going to meet sales. But they always do that before the numbers are released. So you can talk about the iPhone 6, iPhone 5, iPhone 7, even when the iPhone 8. Apple is always a company where people are going to say the sales are weak, even without confirmation that they are indeed weak, which has not happened yet. So I expect that this dip in the market for Apple stocks, this is a good buying opportunity, first of all. So if you're interested in getting into a stock, a very safe stock that pays a nice dividend, it has a 1.56 dividend. So it's a little dividend, so it's nice. I highly recommend Apple. Super easy company to understand. And earnings are going to be up next week, 5/1. So not this week, but the following week. And one more thing to mention about Apple that actually came out in the news today is, and the Wall Street Journal confirmed it and some other big media news confirmed it, is iPhone is reportedly going to be coming out with a new phone. And what this phone is going to do is it's going to have all the same features as the iPhone X, but it's going to be half the price of the iPhone X, so in the $500 to $550 range. So this is big news because Apple, if they're coming out with a phone that has all the same features as iPhone X, but it's half the price, and everyone that didn't buy the iPhone X was concerned about the price. There's also reports that they're going to make an iPhone X bigger too. The $1,000 phone, they're going to make the screen bigger, or a bigger phone of that. And also iPhone just came out with the iPhone 8 Red. So iPhone, they're going to keep selling. If you're looking for a company to buy and hold and just watch that stock go up and up and up throughout the next 2, 3, 4 years, Apple is the company. I mean, Apple is the biggest player in the market. Apple is one of those stocks where I want to talk about in one of the first couple videos because it is such a huge stock, such a huge company, super innovative. They have a CEO named Tim Cook who is doing a great job, has really helped their supply chain management, and that's why I've spent so much time actually talking about Apple stock in this video, just because it is such an important company and it's a company that impacts everybody's lives. So I just want to get that out of the way. So let's move into sports. So my sports topic today is going to be about the Timberwolves, Minnesota. Wow, was I impressed. That game last night, that was a really good game. And I say that because not only did Minnesota show up offensively, you know, Jimmy Butler led the way, win 28 points. Teague had 23, Wiggins 20, Towns had 18 points and 16 rebounds, and then D Rose came out the bench for 17. But they played great defense, they played great offense, and they just looked like the team that we saw at the beginning of the season before Jimmy Butler got hurt. Now, I know it's one win, and let's not jump to conclusions, but I would not be surprised if this series goes to Game 7. And I'll tell you why. Because Minnesota at home is unbeatable. Minnesota away is a trash team, right? The numbers wise. But Minnesota at home is unbeatable. They just play at such a different level. They are just so hard to beat, and it just proved yesterday. Chris Paul fouled out. James Harden didn't put up the same numbers as he usually does. And everyone was strong. Eric Gordon had a horrible game. And when that guy isn't going for the Houston Rockets, you know, that Rockets offense struggles tremendously. But I was just blown away with that game last night, and I just had to talk about it today because it was really good. It was really good. Like, everyone played very well on that Minnesota team, and that's an exciting team to watch. That's a young, upcoming team with a ton of potential. So it's great to see, you know, some success. And maybe they're able to pull out a win, you know, on the road in Game 7. Maybe they're able to pull out, you know, a win on the road, you know. I don't know. I'm hoping Minnesota maybe can come back into this series and, you know, take it over. But it's going to be very hard to beat Houston, you know, especially when you have the home court advantage in Houston's favor. But, hey, Minnesota, great job. Hat off to you. You did a great job last night, and keep it up. Win the next game, you know. Win Game 4, then we really have a series. So now let's talk about some stupid shit. So this is really stupid, guys. So on Friday at 3:35 a.m. in Austin, Texas, there was a phone call because this lady bit off her boyfriend's ear. I know. That's some Mike Tyson stuff. But that's some stupid shit. Apparently, when the cops came, the guy was the kind of asked, like, oh, like, what happened? And this is what he said. He said, oh, we were horsing around, and one thing led to another. And then I started saying, where is my ear? What did you do to me? Real quotes from what was released online, at least, from a news article. He legit was like, where is my ear when it happened? And what did you do to me? And said that to the cops when they were, you know, trying to figure out what exactly happened. But this girl legit bit her boyfriend's ear off. And it just started off as horseplay. It led from horseplay at 3:35 in the morning to my dude just lost an ear. That's some stupid shit, guys. Like, never do that. That's some real stupid shit. Like, that's so stupid. But, hey, it happened. Probably going to happen to some other dude in the future. To be honest, it really is. But, so that's today's episode, guys. We covered Apple stock. Highly recommend getting into Apple stock. It's a great company, not only for growth and, you know, for potential profits in the future, but they're just going to keep coming up with new technology. They're just going to keep beating sales. They're just going to keep growing. They're just going to keep, you know, being a great company to invest in. We talked about the Minnesota Timberwolves and how they just killed it last night, and they looked like a legitimate team, a team that I believe could beat the Houston Rockets if they keep the momentum going. And then we talked about how my man lost his ear because, you know, 3:30 in the morning in Austin, Texas, he was at a Motel 6, and, you know, he got in a fight with his girl bit his ear off. And that's some stupid shit right there. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, thank you for your support. Let's blow this video up. Just because, you know what I want to do, guys. You know I want to meet Ellen. So let's blow this video up. Let's show all your friends. Let's just subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much again, guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hope you have a phenomenal day. Enjoy the sunshine if it's sunny where you live. Thank you.